Tiger Airways Holdings Limited is a Singapore-based holding company for a group of low-cost carriers operating in the Asia-Pacific region, consisting of its flagship airline and wholly owned subsidiary, Tigerair, and a 10% stake in Tigerair Taiwan, an associate company. The holding company was formed in 2007 to allow for easier management of the airline subsidiaries, as well as any future expansion, without having to focus on operational issues, leaving those to the airlines themselves. Group companies Tigerair Tigerair was incorporated on December 12, 2003 and began ticket sales on August 31, 2004. Services commenced on September 15, 2004 to Bangkok. It operates scheduled international services from Singapore Changi Airport and is a wholly owned subsidiary of Tiger Airways Holdings. In 2006, the airline flew 1.2 million passengers, a growth of 75% from the previous year. The airline was the first to operate from the budget terminal in Changi Airport in order to achieve operating cost savings, and its cost structure is modeled after Ryanair. Despite regional competition, the airline has reiterated its current intention to remain focused on flying within a 5-hour radius from its Singaporean base. Tigerair Taiwan Tigerair Taiwan is a Taiwanese affiliate and was set up as a joint venture between China Airlines and Tiger Airways Holdings. China Airlines holds a 90% stake in the new carrier, while Tiger Airways holds the remaining 10%. The carrier is based at Taiwan International Airport and currently has 6 aircrafts. It was the first Taiwan-based LCC to start operations and one of the 2 LCCs in the country. Shareholders: Tigerair has been publicly listed on the Singapore Exchange since February 2010. As at June 18, 2014, Singapore Airlines, holding 40% of the issued shares, is the only substantial shareholder of Tiger Airways Holdings. Financial performance: the following table shows the financial performance of Tiger Airways Holdings. Note: Tiger Aviation Holdings Limited was listed on January 22, 2010. Full financial information may not be publicized prior to that date. Operating performance Abandoned overseas ventures Tiger Airways Australia Tigerair Australia Tiger Airways Australia was formed as the Australian affiliate of Tiger Airways. On February 9, 2007, Tiger formally announced that it hoped to become Australia's third full-scale domestic airline, competing directly with Virgin Australia and Qantas Jetstar. Tigerair Australia will use their Australian domestic network to support an expanded international presence, with the current gateway of Perth expanded to include Melbourne. On March 16, 2007, the airline received approval from Australian authorities to establish the new subsidiary, and established Tiger Airways Australia Proprietary Limited on the same day. Tiger Airways Australia began operations on November 23, 2007. On July 31, 2008, Tiger announced that it would suspend its flights from Darwin on October 25, citing Darwin International Airport operating and fuel costs, making it the most expensive airport on the Tigerair Australia network, but did not rule out returning in the future if costs were to decrease. Tigerair Australia resumed services to Darwin on Friday 18 June 2010. On August 5, 2008, the airline announced Adelaide as its second operational base and began services on January 10, 2010. Tiger resumed flights on August 2, 2011, after it was grounded for safety issues. It is currently operating on a restricted schedule, maintaining its hub in Melbourne. Tiger Airways Australia reopened its second base at Sydney with 3 aircraft in July 2012. In October 2012, Virgin Australia Holdings announced its intention to purchase 60% of Tiger Airways Australia. The deal was completed in July 2013, after the airline had changed its name to Tigerair Australia. In October 2014, Virgin Australia Holdings announced plans to acquire the 40% stake in Tigerair Australia still held by Tiger Airways Holdings for $1. Virgin would retain the Tigerair name and acquire the brand rights for Tigerair to operate to some international destinations from Australia. Tigerair Mandala Tigerair Mandala was the Indonesian affiliate of Tigerair. The airline was a joint venture between Tiger Airways Holdings and Saratoga Investama Setlaya. Tigerair ventured into the Indonesian market by buying the troubled Mandala Airlines, with the Saratoga Group holding a majority 51.3% and the remaining 15.7% by previous shareholders and creditors of Mandala. Tigerair Mandala sported a hybrid livery with the name Mandala on the fuselage accompanied by Tiger Air's stripes on the tail and wingtips. Tigerair Mandala started operations on Thursday 5 April 2012, with one domestic route between its home base Jakarta and Medan, the capital of North Sumatra. This was followed by its first international destination when it launched the Medan-Singapore route on April 20, 2012, adding a second Indonesian destination to Tigerair Singapore network after Jakarta. In May 2012, Tigerair Mandala flew to Malaysia's capital Kuala Lumpur from Jakarta. Before it ceased its operation, Tigerair had 35.8% shares. Tigerair Mandala ceased all operations on July 1, 2014 as it was not be able to sustain its operations and the Euro unregistered trademark key shareholders decided to cease funding the carrier. Tigerair Philippines Tigerair Philippines was the Philippines affiliate of Tigerair. The joint venture was announced in November 2010 between Tiger Airways Holdings and SA Incorporated, which saw Tigerair leasing its two Airbus A319 aircraft to SA to open up new international routes out of SA's base at Clark International Airport. The DG-coded flights were operated by SA's pilots and cabin crew using the leased aircraft which were repainted into SA's livery. Seats on these flights were marketed by Tiger in addition to SA's own website. In February 2011, Tiger Airways Holdings Limited, parent of Tiger Air, increased their share in the venture to 40%. However, in March 2014, Tiger Air disposed of its 40% stake in the airline to Cebu Pacific, though flights were still temporarily branded as Tiger Air Philippines. Incheon Tiger On November 5, 2007, Tiger Airways announced that it would be starting a Korean-based budget airline. Incheon Tiger was to have been a joint venture between Tiger Aviation and Incheon Metropolitan City, flying to destinations in Japan, China, Mongolia and the Russian Far East. The airline was to be based in South Korea's Incheon Airport and planned to begin services by 2009. However, the project was abandoned in December 2008. Tiger Airways and Thai Airways International proposed forming an airline based in Thailand, where Thai Airways International and Tiger Airways would own 51% and 39% respectively of the newly formed airline, while Ryan Thai would hold the remaining 10%. Operations were expected to begin in the first quarter of 2011. Tiger Airways subsequently dropped its plan to form a Bangkok-based low-cost joint venture with Thai Airways after failing to get the necessary investment approvals from the Thai government. As a result, in December 2011 Thai Airways International, Tiger Airways and Ryan Thai decided not to proceed with the incorporation of Thai Tiger. See also, Tiger Group destinations. References